Zucchero Fornaciari. Adelmo Fornaciari, Italian pronunciation, Adelmo Fornaciari, born 25 September 1955, more commonly known by his stage name Zucchero Fornaciari or simply Zucchero pronounced Zucchero, ʻtsuk, is an Italian singer-songwriter and musician. His stage name is the Italian word for sugar, as his elementary teacher used to call him. His music is largely inspired by gospel, soul, blues and rock music, and alternates between Italian ballads and more rhythmic R&B-boogie-like pieces. He is credited as the father of Italian blues, introducing blues to the big stage in Italy. He is one of the few European blues artists who still enjoys great international success. In his career, spanning more than 3 decades, Fornaciari has sold over 60 million records around the world, and internationally his most successful singles are Diamante, Volo / My Love, Baila Sexy Thing / Baila Morena, and the duet Senza donna without a woman with Paul Young. He has won numerous awards, including 4 Festivalbar, 9 Wind Music Awards, 2 World Music Awards 1993, 1996, 6 IFPI Europe Platinum Awards, and a Grammy Award nomination. He has collaborated and performed with many famous artists, including Eric Clapton. Early life. Adelmo Fornaciari was born 25 September 1955 in Rodcosi, a Frasini small village near Reggio Emilia in Italy. His father, Giuseppe Fornaciari, and mother, Rina Bondavalli, came from rural families. At a young age, he was the goalkeeper of SC Reggiana 1919. He spent most of his childhood in the seaside town of Forte dei Marmi, province of Lucca, Tuscany. There, he sang in the choir and played an organ in the local church. At the age of 12 or 13, he discovered American soul and blues music thanks to an African-American friend who was studying in Bologna and lived near his home. The first song he played to Fornaciari was "Sit-In on the Dock of the Bay" by Otis Redding, and this immediately inspired his interest in soul music. The friend taught Fornaciari how to play on the guitar songs by Redding, Marvin Gaye, and Sam and Dave. Fornaciari then got together with friends to play rhythm and blues, finding his own way to fuse black music and Mediterranean music. He started writing his own songs when he was 13 or 14 years old, and after learning basic instruments, from 16 he moved on to learning the tenor saxophone. In Forte dei Marmi, he finished his technical high school studies and moved again, this time to the city of Carrara. Musical career. 1970–1989, early career, success in Italy with blues and Oro Incenso and Burr. His musical career began in 1970 with several small bands such as ʻdzukkero, Le Nuove Luci, ʻdzukkero, Sugar and Annual, Sugar and Candies. At that time, he was studying veterinary medicine, although he liked animals, and the course taking 39 out of the 51 exams. He wanted to be different from his parents and withdrew from the course in order to pursue his aspirations. In 1975, he went to San Francisco and there met the then young Corrado Rusticide from Naples, his future record producer. They talked about a future collaboration on a project with Afro-American influences, which was then unusual for Italy. In 1979, Zucchero wrote Tutto di Te by Fred Bengusto and the hit Teeny Vi by Michel Pecora. He found initial success with a band named Taxi, with whom he won the Castrocaro Music Festival in 1981. He made his first appearance in the famous Sanremo Music Festival in 1982, with the song Una notte vola via, but without success. However, he wrote and produced the festival hit song Lisa by Stefano Sani. In the 1983 festival, he had a similar success with Nuvola, and went on to write 4 other festival songs, including Volevo Dirti, sung by Donatella Milani, which was placed second. His first album, Un po' di Zucchero, was released the same year with moderate success. Although as a young songwriter he had great success, His solo career did not initially reach the same level of success that he and producers had expected. Disappointed with his solo career, in 1984 he temporarily moved to San Francisco, in California, where he collaborated with his old friend Corrado Rusticai. The result of these sessions, with a backing band that included bassist Randy Jackson, was the 1985 album Zucchero and the Randy Jackson Band, and the song Donna in English, Women. He again played at the Sanremo Festival, and although the song Donna ended up after the relative success of Zucchero and the Randy Jackson Band, Fornaciari joined Rusticai again in California to work on a follow-up album. Rispetto 1986 in English. Respect included several Italian hit singles, including the title track and Come Il Sole All'Improvviso in English, Suddenly, Like the Sun. It went platinum and sold over 300,000 copies. Although Zucchero and the Randy Jackson Band and Rispetto were commercially successful, it was the 1987 album Blues that went on to become the highest-selling album. The album, again produced by Rusticai and featuring musical performances by Clarence Clemons, the Memphis Horns and David Sanchez, included the Italian hit singles Con le mani in English, With the Hands, with lyrics by Gino Paoli, the controversial solo Unisana. In English, Only a Healthy. During the following blues tour, Fornaciari shared the stage with Joe Cocker for a cover of With a Little Help from My Friends, Ray Charles and Dee Dee Bridgewater. In the same year, he also composed the soundtrack for the film Snack Bar, Budapest, written and directed by Tinto Brass. In 1989, Fornaciari and his band recorded the album Oro Incenso and Burra in Memphis. The album, which was greatly influenced by American soul music, included guest appearances by Ennio Morricone, Eric Clapton, and blues singer Rufus Thomas. Fornaciari's band by that time included former E Street Band member David Sanchez. The album still stands as not only one of Fornaciari's, but also Italian most successful albums, outselling even blues, and includes the Italian hit singles Diamante, lyrics written by Francesco de Gregori, dedicated to Zucchero's grandmother Diamante, Overdose d'Amour, Il Mare, and Wonderful World. The single Diamante included new version of the song Dune Moss recorded along Miles Davis. Davis himself insisted to re-record the song with Zucchero, describing it interesting Mediterranean type of blues. As of 2015 are reported sales of over 8 million copies. By the Rolling Stone Italia, it was included among the most beautiful Italian music albums of all time. 1990-2009, international success with Miserer, Spirito Divino, Blue Sugar, Shake, Fly. After the million-selling success of Blues and Oro Incenso and Burra in Italy, and his live collaborations with Joe Cocker, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton, whom supported on tour and performed at Royal Albert Hall in London, and Miles Davis, Fornaciari from 1990 on attempted to conquer the rest of Europe. The album Blues was released the following year in the United Kingdom, and in 1990 Zucchero Sings His Hits in English, an album that featured songs from the Blues and Oro Incenso and Burra albums, some of which translated to English by Frank Musker, was released worldwide. Fornaciari's best-known hit Senza una donna, Without a Woman, in a duet with Paul Young, is from this album. The first pressing of the album didn't feature the duet. The song was performed by Fornaciari only. The duet was a great success worldwide. It topped the European Hot 100 Italian, Belgian, Norwegian, and Swedish charts, and reached the top 3-5 in other international charts in 1991, including UK and US. Other European singles from the hits album include English versions of Diamante and Wonderful World with Eric Clapton. Diamante was later released as a duet with Randy Crawford, a variant not available on any album until the special edition of Zoo & Company 2004. Although advised to record in English to achieve international popularity, he expressed doubt. Unfortunately, the only songs you can translate easily into English are the ballads, the love songs. That is a shame. Between 1991 and 1993, Fornaciari continued duetting with some of the world's most famous artists, such as Sting, Luciano Pavarotti, a young Andrea Bocelli who after the Zucchero's collaboration on Misery started to get growing popularity, Peter Maffay, Elton John, Brian May and Eric Clapton. Many of these duets would later be included in the compilation Zoo and Company 2004. In 1991 was released Fornaciari's first live album Live at the Kremlin, recorded in Moscow Kremlin 1990, being the first Western artist to perform there after the fall of Berlin Wall and featuring guest appearances by Randy Crawford on John Lennon's Imagine and Tony Childs. In 1992 was invited by Brian May to perform at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert, with the remaining three members of Queen, Brian May, John Deacon and Roger Taylor, singing Las Palabras de Amor. He admitted having been terrified before hitting the Wembley Stadium stage, as this was his first time performing live at a worldwide broadcast event. In 1993 was invited by Dan Aykroyd to perform at House of Blues in celebration of 46th birthday of John Belushi, playing Volo in Me and You Are So Beautiful, supported by the Blues Brothers Band. Between 1992 and 2003 was the regular cast of the charity concerts Pavarotti and Friends organized by Luciano Pavarotti, where also performed along Pavarotti and B.B. King or the children in Bosnia, Liberia, Guatemala, Kosovo, Cambodia, Tibet, Angola, and Iraq. In 1992, Fornaciari released the million-selling album Misery. Again produced by Corrado Rusticai, it was a much darker album than Fornaciari's previous works, which was made clear by the title track Misery Have Mercy, a duet with Luciano Pavarotti. The darkness reflects his intimate personal life from the time when lived in solitude and depression after the divorce. Elvis Costello co-wrote the track Miss Mary, Bono was responsible for the English version of the Misery, and Paul Buchanan of the Blue Nile co-wrote 2 tracks. On the album, and during the tour, Fornaciari was accompanied by former Santana drummer Michael Shreve. The English version of the title track Misery peaked at number 15 in UK. The compilation album Diamante was released in Mexico and other Latin American countries in 1994, and was an attempt to use the same method of Zucchero sings his hits in English for the Spanish and Latin American market. In 1994, Zucchero was the only Italian artist to perform at the 25th anniversary edition of the Woodstock Festival. The 1995 album Spirito Divino, that included the smash European hits Il Volo, Papa Perch, and Ex Colpa di Chai, is one of Fornaciari's most successful up to date, selling over 25 million copies in Europe alone until 1996 and ending up on the first place in the Italian year charts and top 5. On the album, Fornaciari adds a certain New Orleans blues feeling to his music, especially on songs like Voodoo Voodoo, and is accompanied by musicians such as David Sanchez, Jeff Beck on Papa Perch, Sheila E. on Alluja, written by Italian rapper Giovanotti and former Chuck Berry pianist Johnny Johnson. It, with the upcoming compilation, was promoted with over 150 concerts, an estimated audience of 1.4 million people. The compilation The Best of Zucchero Sugar, Fornaciari's Greatest Hits, was released in 1996, shooting into all European charts, up to the number 1 position in France and Italy, and selling over 3 million copies in Europe. The CD, released in an Italian and an English version, contained 13 of Fornaciari's greatest hits, excluding the Misery period, and 3 new songs, including the hit single Mente e Rosmarino, I Feel So Lonely Tonight. The re-edition in 1997 included continental hit cover of Va Pensiero by Giuseppe Verdi. During the sold-out tour, Fornaciari sang with Buddy Guy in Milan and played My Love, the English version of Il Volo, and Un Piccolo Aiuto together with Eric Clapton during the '96 Pavarotti and Friends show. The Best of Tour also brought Fornaciari to the U.S. for the first time, playing to 4 sold-out consecutive concerts at House of Blue in Los Angeles. He performed for the fundraising Rainforest Foundation in New York and Zoological Society of Florida, Miami. On the 1998 album Blue Sugar, Fornaciari moved from Spirito Divino's New Orleans feeling to a more British rock style like of Robert Johnson and Radiohead. The band recording it included Santana bassist Benny Rietveld and blues harp player Mark Feltham. Steve Winwood played Hammond on 2 songs, while Bono wrote the lyrics to the English version of lead single Blue. The album went on to sell over 1 million copies in several months. In February 1999, in UK was released a duet of Va Pensero along Sinead O'Connor. The world tour included for the first time Australia and Asia. In 1999, was invited by Bono to participate at charity Net Aid event, where at Giants Stadium in New Jersey performed Il Volo, along Bono Utwo's One, and with various artists the single song New Day. Following a lengthy tour to promote Blue Sugar, Fornaciari took some time off to work on new music. In the 2001 production of the Sanremo Festival, Zucchero co-wrote the songs Luz Tramonti a Nord-Est by Ilissa and I Sol e Dazero by Georgia, which charted as first and second respectively, both winning the festival awards. He reappeared in the summer of 2001 with the European hit single Baila Morena, re-released in 2006, described as swinging track densely populated with crunching electric guitars, thick piano and organ vamps, and soaring bluesy female vocals over Zucchero's trademark rasp. The album Shake, that followed 2 months later, ended up being another European million-selling album. The album is described as multi-layered blend of acoustic and electric guitars, and the interplay of various vocal ranges and languages set the tone for a stunning album with unfailingly excellent material. On the album, blues musician John Lee Hooker appears on the ballad Ali Doro, his last recording before his death in June 2001. In 2002 and 2003, Fornaciari and his band toured throughout Europe and Canada with the sold-out Shake Tour. In December 2002, at the Italian Music Awards received by IFPI the Special Award Italian Artist in the World, Zucchero performed the Italian versions of the songs from the DreamWorks animated drama Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron 2002. On 29 November 2003, participated in the 46,664 Charity AIDS concert at Greenpoint Stadium, Cape Town, as well again in 2005, organized by Nelson Mandela. At the concerts, he was invited by Brian May to become the new singer for Queen, replacing Freddie Mercury, but he declined, and they continued forming Queen plus Paul Rodgers. The spring of 2004 saw the release of the duet album Zoo and Company, top 5 success in Europe. On the album, which had been 16 years in the making, Fornaciari duets with international stars. On 6 May 2004, the album was presented during a concert in London's Royal Albert Hall, where many of the album's guest stars appeared to perform with Fornaciari. The American 2005 album edition was released in partnership with the Starbucks Here Music label and Concord Records, and managed to enter the Billboard 200 and top the World Albums chart. They included cover in Daco Dagli aʻdɛlmo Everybody's Got to Learn Sometime by the Corgis. In July 2005, Fornaciari took part in the Live 8 concerts in both Rome and Paris. In September 2006 was released million-selling studio album Fly, certified 5x Platinum in Italy. Produced by Don Was, it included the European hit singles Bacco per Bacco and Akai, and features collaborations with artists such as Ivano Fossati and Giovanotti. The album's track L'amore e nell'aria borrows the instrumental backing to the B-side Broken by UK rock band Feeder, as was co-written by their lead singer Grant Nicholas. The Fly Tour, kicking off in May in Paris, France, has included dates in most European countries, as well as the US, including a show in Carnegie Hall in New York, and Latin America, with over 100 concerts worldwide. At the 49th Annual Grammy Awards, got nominated for Best Traditional R&B Performance for the song You Are So Beautiful along Sam Moore, Billy Preston, Eric Clapton, Robert Randolph. In November 2007, Fornaciari released a new compilation album All the Best with several new tracks, including a popular cover of Black's Wonderful Life. In the spring of 2008, Fornaciari began his All the Best tour, which included stops in Europe, America, and Australia, where he was joined on stage by Tina Arena in Sydney. November 2008 also saw the release of Live in Italy, a double box set with recordings of sold-out arena performance in Verona in 2007 and Milan in 2008, as well as 3 new tracks, including the single Unicherza, published by Edizioni Laris and Universal Music Group. In June 2008 also performed at the Nelson Mandela 90th birthday tribute held in Hyde Park, London. In 2009 at Ischia Global Film and Music Fest received the Global Music Award. 2010 present, international tours, ʻtsukkero, concert in Cuba, and new album Black Cat. In November 2010, Fornaciari released a studio album entitled ʻtsukkero, certified 5x Platinum in Italy. The album was produced by Donwas, Brendan O'Brien, and Zucchero, and includes collaborations with Brian Wilson, Roland Orzabal, God Bless the Child, and Bono, Someone Else's Tears. The first single in Italy was the song Un Peccato Morir, followed by hits ʻtsukkero and Vito Nero. In March 2011, after 3 years, Zucchero started the ʻtsukkero World Tour, notably with 5 consecutive concerts at the Arena in Verona. In the response to the 2012 Northern Italy earthquakes in Emilia-Romagna, Zucchero participated and opened the Concerto per l'Emilia EU Romanis 2 million at Stadio Renato Dall'Ora in Bologna, and Italia Loves Emilia EU R4 million at the airport in Reggio Emilia, in front of over 150,000 people. He received the premium awards Premio Pavarotti and Giovanni di Colligini. On 20 November 2012, was released album La Season Cubana, which was recorded in Cuba with Cuban musicians, including older and newer songs in Latin, Cuban, Tex-Mex rhythm arrangement. It was anticipated in October by the single Guantanamera Guajira, and later was extracted single Love Is All Around, which video was filmed in the streets of Havana. In 2013, the album was certified 3x Platinum in Italy. On 8 December, the album was presented with a special free concert at the Park of Instituto Superior de Arte in Havana, in front of nearly 70,000 people. The concert was organized in the collaboration with both Cuban and Italian ministries, cultural institutions, with advanced technology brought from Europe, resulting with the biggest foreigner concert in Cuba up to date. It was recorded and filmed, being released as a live album and DVD Una Rosa Blanca in 2013. Zucchero became the honorary member of the National Union of Writers and Artists of Cuba, recognition received by the Cuban Minister of Culture, Fernando Rojas. In February 2013 performed and received a special L.A. Italia Excellence Award at the Grammy Museum. The sold-out La Season Cubana World Tour started on 5 April in Tahiti, French Polynesia, with an audience of 10,000 people. It included 3 consecutive sold-out performances in the Arena of Verona. In June, performed at the Protest Against Poverty concert Agitite organized by Bono at the Tate Modern in London. In March 2014 started the Americana Tour with over 50 concerts in Canada and the United States. A special concert was held on 23 April at a sold-out Madison Square Garden in New York. In 2014, he performed at the Night of the Proms concerts in Europe. Zucchero and Alejandro Sanz recorded the Italian duet version of Sanzi's single Un Zombie alla Intempore, and Zucchero performed at his concert in Madrid. For Utwo's 5 September show in Turin, Zucchero was the special guest and played I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For. In October 2015, Fornaciari performed at the Voices for Refugees concert in Vienna, the Europe's first solidarity concert for refugees, in front of an audience of 120,000. He performed Love Is All Around, and covered Everybody's Got to Learn Sometime and Va Pensiero, the latter with the children choir. In April 2016, new studio album Black Cat was released. It marks a music comeback to soul and blues roots and sound of oro incenso and burra. On CNN, it was announced that the album will include a new song, Streets of Surrender S.O.S., which lyrics written by Bono dedicated to the victims of November 2015 Paris attacks. It was presented at a series of 11 consecutive concerts at the Arena in Verona in September and a subsequent world tour. The Arena concerts, held between 16 and 28 September, were his only concerts in Italy in 2016, and they were characterized by a vast and diverse repertoire of old and new songs and some special guests. The Black Cat World Tour continued during 2017, reaching 137 events in 13 months, 22 of them at the Arena di Verona. At the end of 2017, in order to celebrate the 35-years-old career, Wanted the Best collection was released. In 2018, the Italian bluesman continued touring around Europe. The most important concerts were held in Piazza San Marco and in Hyde Park, London, for the British Summertime Festival. In October, he won his first Premio Tenco, one of the most important Italian music award. Personal life. Fornaciari currently lives in Pontremoli, Tuscany. He has two daughters, Alice and Irene, from the first marriage with Angela Figli, and son Adelmo, born 1998, with current partner Francesca Moser. He enjoys the Italian countryside lifestyle. In 2012, he adopted from a distance two children who live in Kenya. He is an atheist. Discography. Duets. Zucchero boasts a great number of collaborations both nationally and internationally with musicians, singers, and authors. Italian artists. International artists.